In this video, we're going to show you how to embed Google objects as you create a page in Canvas. So we do the normal thing when we create pages. We just go to Pages, then we have to click View All Pages, and then we add a page. We are going to give the page a title, and I'm going to call it Hamburger Google, so that we know that this is Google. And I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to embed all the Google objects so you can see them. So this is a Google Doc, and I'm going to say this is a Google slideshow, and this is a Google sheet for a spreadsheet, and this is a Google form. Now, there's two ways to embed each one of these things. One is a link where they actually click on the link and then have to go into it. And the other one is actually embedding the document itself. For the most part, I think we'll want to embed the document itself. So I'm going to show that one mostly, but the first time through, I'm going to show you how to do a link. When I'm ready to insert my Google object, I'm going to come here and I am going to choose Google Apps. Now, if you are not logged in to your Google account, which I am not, you are going to get this login that is going to ask you to log into your Google account and authorize. It must be your Cache County School District Google account. So I'm going to click authorize, and it's going to say which one do you want to do, and it's going to say my Cache County School District. I just enter my username and password for Cache County School District like I normally do, and then it's going to say it's basically asking, are you allowing Google Drive, the LTI, which is the integration program written by Canvas, to access your Google Drive? And if I'm okay with that, which I am, and if you're not okay with that, well, guess what? You can't do this. So it's that simple. So now what it's doing is it's actually going to my Google Drive, and these are all my Google Drive files. I have made some examples here for Canvas that we're going to use. Each one of these, this one is a survey, which is a form. This one is a document, and that's the one that I'm going to do first. And then this one is a slideshow, and this one is a sheet. So now what I have is I have two choices. I can embed it, or I can link to it. So let me do the link first so you can see what that looks like. So it is simply just a link to that document, not anything great. But if I choose the other option, and the sad part is it doesn't remember where you went, so you have to go through the whole process every time. So this time I'm going to choose the hamburger essay, and I'm going to choose embed. And this is an iframe which will actually show the essay when we view it. And so we've got to wait for a second and do that. And so now here I'm going to enter the slideshow so that we can see what that looks like. So again, I go to my Google Apps, and I should have called this AAA Canvas example, so it would be at the top and I wouldn't have to go all the way down. So now I'm going to take, this is my slideshow, and I'm going to embed. I prefer the embed over the link just because it looks better. So now let's see what a sheet does. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. Google Apps. And I'm sure you can get this process down now so that you can even fast forward a little bit if you want. So there's my spreadsheet, and now we'll go back and do the form. And I should tell you before we do the form that the form doesn't work like the other ones. I mean, the problem is you can go in and you think that it works and it looks like it works, but the truth is it doesn't work. I'm going to go ahead and embed it just so you can see what the student sees in the next video so that you can see that it doesn't work. And then we come over here and hit embed. And again, it looks like it just worked perfectly. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save and publish. So now I have a form. I'm going to put a couple of line feeds in here just so that they're separated out. So I've got my slideshow, I've got my doc first, then my slideshow, then my sheet, then my Google form. And now I'm just going to hit save and publish. And it takes a minute. Now you can see when I have a link and I'm viewing this, you can see when I have a link, oh, I scrolled too far. All it is going to be a link to that essay. Here is the show. Here's the sheet. And one thing that's great about the slideshow is you can actually just go through the slideshow right here. It's embedded. And so same with the document. I mean, the document is embedded. And because I have edit rights to this document, I can actually edit it right here in Canvas. And those edits stay. If I were to go into my Google Drive right now, this essay would be saved. I mean, that is the exact thing. Now, notice that our Google form didn't show up. Google Forms are done a little bit differently, and we'll come back to the Google form in another video specific for forms. But I want to reiterate a couple of things. One, these embedded documents and the embedded spreadsheet is editable. Editable, not like you can eat it, but you can edit it. So you can edit the spreadsheet and it will actually change it in your doc that is on your drive, as well as the document itself. The slideshow, however, does not allow you to edit it. I can't go in and edit because when I click on it, it's going through the slideshow in order of how it's supposed to be presented. So these are actual embedded documents from your drive. And depending on how it embeds, that's how it's taken here. Spreadsheets and documents are embedded to be edited as you go, but however, the Google slideshows cannot be edited because they're embedded to be presented. And again, this is what it just looks like from the teacher perspective. The next video will show you what it looks like from the student perspective. And keep in mind at this time, I have not changed any of the sharing on these documents. These documents are just in my drive and they are not shared with anybody. So let's see what that looks like from the student perspective in the next video.